Welcome in, Aries. Good to have you here. I'm Marie at Indigo Earth. I'm here to do a general reading for you, our fire sign Aries. And we also welcome in the cross watchers. Feel free to swap around the characters as need be throughout the reading. Anytime that you come across this message and you were drawn into it was the time that you were meant to listen to it. Messages coming through should reflect some current aspect of your situation, as well as resonate with an inner knowing. So take what fits. If it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. For those of you that this does resonate with, I will have an extended at the end of this reading, which I will dive deeper into your message, and we will explore any zodiac signs that come through. Remember, the zodiac signs can be an intimate connection as well as background players, friends, siblings, colleagues, relatives, cousins, uncles, parents, children. So just keep that in the back of your mind as we go through the reading. And thank you for liking and subscribing to help the channel grow. I just want to acknowledge that it is appreciated and it is honored so that other Aries may get the messages that might be needed for them as well. So this is a message for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Let's find out where you're going today, this week. This is a message for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. This is a message for those watching, please. Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Messages for those watching, please. All right, here we go. So, overall energetic theme for the reading. We have the Prince of Cups. This is about vulnerability. This is about humility. This is about opening up. This is about creating space inside your inner being that is of a softer nature. So your overall energy right now, we have the Page of Pentacles, expectations coming through, maybe a fresh sense of like, maybe you want to take a new course, or maybe you want to, do some kind of new trade, or maybe you want to learn something in an area that you have no knowledge about. But it's just a real fresh energy of wanting to renew, increase your expectations. Let's see what your situation is. We have the Five of Wands. So this could be pressures, influences, opinions, things coming at you that are demanding of you, demanding your time, demanding your energy, other people's expectations. So let's see what your opportunity is. Your opportunity here is a Seven of Wands. You may have to just guard yourself against this. Stand your ground. Create some boundaries. Resistance. Don't want to hear it. What is that, the hand? Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Not listening. Let's see what the universe is co-creating with you. Seven of Pentacles. So this is about tending to your own garden, following your own path, worrying about your own whatever you're trying to cultivate to grow. Sometimes there's so much coming at you that you can't focus in on your own stuff. But this is about you attending to your own, minding your own business. So let's see how you got here. The Star. Continuing to nourish your hopes and your dreams and your visions. So let's see what's coming in for you. We have the Five of Pentacles. So it's a reality of, if you want to create new space, you got to get rid of things that are cluttering up your space. Decluttering. So let's see what's fading away. Well, we had the Hermit, but it came out in reverse. So I think that's just very much kind of introverting, kind of not in the sense of cocooning, but really, really listening to your own guidance, your own self. And in this sense, it's kind of like, because there's so much coming at you, you can't connect in. Unable to connect in. So let's see what the outside influences are. We have the King of Cups, that's in reverse. Could be dealing with the water sign. We got Aquarius showing up here as well. Feelings are starting to dissipate. Can't connect to your feelings. Can't connect to kind of like what I call the global love. Love for everybody. Give freely, right? Having a hard time just really, what you're feeling and why. So let's see what your next steps are. We have the Prince of Swords. Not being able to think straight. Not being able to concentrate, not being able to focus, not being able to put things into perspective, not being able to hear yourself very clearly or others around you very clearly. And let's see what your outcome is or future possibilities. We have the Eight of Swords. That is the what if card. What if this happens? What if that happens? It says feeling a little bit insecure, not good enough, don't know if you're up to the task, don't know if you can measure up to the demands that are being made of you. This seems to be this is overwhelming. Your overall energy here, this is feeling vulnerable. The overall theme, it seems to be feeling very vulnerable. There seems to be a lot being thrown your way in the form of expectations. So let's find out what this is about. Let's clarify what this Five of Wands is. Clarify what the Five of Wands is, please. We have the Fool. We have the Hanged Man. And we have the Four of Pentacles. You're in a place where you're feeling kind of lost. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to go. You're just the Hanged Man. Like you feel like you're stuck. You're trying to hang on to what little grounding you have or what you know of from your past that has worked for you. You're trying to hang on to that. But it seems like there's so much coming at you right now. It just kind of seems like you don't know which way to go. You don't know how to feel. You don't know what to connect with. It's like you're in the void. That feeling of like what was doesn't work anymore, but you don't have the grasp of what is yet. You're in between two different realities. What was just that footing seems to be dissipating, seems to be eroded. But yet you haven't got your foot on solid ground about what's going forward yet, so there's clear direction. So let's find out what the Seven of Wands is. This is your opportunity. And it covers the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles really is about slow movement, moving forward. Things that are reliable, sturdy, trustworthy. And you have the Seven of Wands covering that. So you're trying to maybe guard something or hold something down or, maybe something that has worked in the past that you're trying to like stay there and just hold yourself there because it's something that has worked up until this point, something that you could depend on or rely on. Yeah, no wonder. We have the World. The cycle has ended here. Whatever worked before isn't going to be able to go work moving forward. There is a significant change here. Something has been, well, the good news is you've mastered something because now it's like next to the next level. Now we're going to go in this direction because this direction, you kind of figured it out, right? So these are the cycles of life. Kind of like, you know, you go from being a baby to being a toddler, from a toddler to being a child, from a child to being a preteen, from a preteen to being like, you know, you can't do things in your teenage years that you did when you were 2. So that's kind of where this is at right now. We have strength, so having to find your inner resolve now, which is going to change, which will be a different inner resolve. And we have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So this isn't something where you are going to be able to depend on anybody else to help you through it. The only person that has the answers are you. It's not something where you can reach out for like a mentor or support or help, because the tools that were given to you to get you to this place are not available to keep moving forward or to make this shift. This is going to be about you understanding it from your own perspective. Because when you experience something from your own perspective, it's yours to keep. No one can change it from you, right? It's your experience and it's real. So there's nothing outside of you right now that is going to be able to give you guidance, comfort, direction. Okay, if you do it this way, it's like there's no roadmap. If you do this, then you're going to get this. If you do that, then you're going to get that. This is kind of like, that's why you're in a vulnerable position. And it's humbling because you're in a place where it's kind of like there's no sure footing. We got Leo coming in here. We also have Virgo. We have Aquarius. We also got Pisces. Pisces twice. So let's find out what the 7 of Pentacles is. This is tending to your own garden. Not listening to outside influences. Not looking to what others are doing. Not figuring out, when others are giving you their input. It's just you and your garden. Looking at what's manifesting, looking at what isn't manifesting. No outside blame, no outside, can't point the finger at anybody else. This is about you and you. Queen of Pentacles. It's about you and it's about you. We have the 8 of Cups in reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Well, there's an essence of being emotionally withdrawn right now. Not being able to move forward and not being able to move away. It's like you're kind of it's like you were stuck in a pattern. You were stuck in a pattern, a cycle, but now like even that isn't known anymore. Like even that part of like you knew like something would always like come back around or find its way back, or now that's not even there anymore. Like it's not coming. And it's really putting you in a place right now where you're just going to have to focus on you and focus on what you want to do moving forward, what you want to plant, what seeds you want to see in the future. what if you could go into the future right now, what would your future self tell you? How would your future self want to see you? What would you be doing as a future self? Because this wheel of in and out with the emotional attachment, kind of like the wheel. So something was going around and around that had a huge emotional attachment to it. It was in, it was out. It was in, it was out. Now even that is not working anymore. Reversed. It's not cycling through anymore. It's like void, like it got dissolved. And so now it's just, okay, so now you're here and the universe is trying to help you. Okay, what came out of this? What came out of it? And what will help you move forward with it? What will help you as your future self moving forward with this? Because now it's time to focus on you and what you're doing and not what's going on the outside or from anybody else. Because remember, there's nobody else here now that can give you assistance. This has gotten to you to a place where it's about you and you alone. So let's see how you got here. We got the Star. This is about hopes and dreams and visions and connecting to higher guidance. We have Justice. This is Karma. We have the Emperor. Well, there you are, Aries, showing up in your own reading. We have some kind of justice, some kind of karmic cycle coming back around. We have the Ten of Wands. And we have the High Priestess. Well, the Ten of Wands, again, is an ending. So something in and of itself it's like the lesson played itself out, and now it was about incorporating the lesson. And the Ten of Wands was about that whatever this dream or hope or vision was, didn't seem to come to fruition. And when the when the High Priestess comes up, because justice is coming back around. So this has something to do with some kind of karma. Because you got the Seven of Pentacles here. This is about what seeds were you planting? What's showing up in your life, right? And this is what the universe is helping you with. So when you look at what's showing up, something has put you back into the void, right? But when the High Priestess comes up, you kind of knew it. You were aware, but you kind of knew it. And, maybe the sense of your ego got in the way. Or maybe the sense of what you wanted, more so than what was really what you were looking at, played a toll in this. Because you've got cause and effect coming up here. Justice. So there's something karmically attached here. And karma is just another way of saying, everybody says the word karma and everybody goes, oh my God. But, if you look at karma, there are consequences for actions. It's just the same thing. So if you touch a hot stove, you're going to burn your hand. If you go out in 40 below zero weather without a coat, you're gonna be cold. Like there's cause and effect here. And it looks like the effect has caught up with the cause. And it's kind of starting you back at 0 point. Like this is a reset. If the Fool comes, the Fool is here. Yeah, this is a reset. This is like starting at square one again. Okay, I'm going to look at this and I'm going to figure this out on how I got here. How I got here. And it puts you in a really vulnerable position, right? It really puts you in a position of like being humbled and vulnerability and really just like, okay, all right, well, I need to focus on me. I need to focus on what I'm doing. I need to focus on what I'm planning. And I need to focus on what I want. When I look at my future self, what is that going to look like? So let's see what's coming in here. We have the Five of Pentacles. So this is about being alone right now. Not forever, for right now. But it's really about being alone and really feeling like... feeling kind of lost. But I don't... it's not really that you're lost. It's whatever effects are coming through to show you something. Maybe acceptance. Maybe acceptance of a situation that just wasn't bearing fruit for you. And so that okay, so I got it. So maybe something of the past that wasn't bearing fruit for you. Now you're in a place of vulnerability and humbleness to accept that maybe that wasn't meant to be in your life, but it was brought in to show you to look for if things are bearing fruit for you. Are they taking you to a level that is supportive, that is evolving, evolutionary in nature, that is contributing for the good of you and for the good of the whole? Is it something that is built in authenticity? Is it reliable? Is it truthful? Does it have integrity, and does it have morality? So let's see what the Five of Pentacles is for you. This is incoming energy right around the corner. We got the Five of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords. So, I mean, there's some anxiety and some fear here, of course, because you're going through a major transition. Yeah, death. Major transition. So these are feelings that are going to come up that definitely need to be embraced, because it's part of the process. Yeah, we have rest. And I think, this is like, you're tired. Like, this is exhausting. Like, going through all these energies is exhausting. And it's time to rest and take care of yourself. And allow this transformation to happen and to feel the feelings. She had death, transformation. And to feel the, whatever this is that's trying to work its way through you to come out, is so it can get you to a different place. So that because this whole thing will come up again. And it'll come up again. And it'll come up again until it gets too clear. It's kind of like that saying about the truth. The truth eventually has to come out because it has nowhere else to go. There's nowhere else it can go except out. And this is kind of what's happening here. So this is a time to like really focus in on you. It's an opportunity to focus in on you. And to look at things from a perspective of, what do I want my future self to look like? Because what you do in this lifetime affects what you're going to do in the here and after. I think a lot of people don't want to sit with that truth, but it is. Because you are energetically putting energy into the Akash records. So what energy do you want to go in there? sometimes the expectations, when we take on the expectations of others, it takes us away from our own truth. And then the only way to get back to our truth is to have to go through this process of like where everything you've ever known is just doesn't work anymore. And then you're like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. So let's see what this King of Cups is. These are the outside influences. This could be not feeling supported, not really feeling like, you know, loved, feeling like you're in a blank space or a blank place. Yeah, we have the 9 of Wands. Like you're having to carry this all by yourself. This is like the survivor card, right? How people say, well, you know, you're a survivor. And you're like, no, I'm not taking that title. I'm a warrior. We got the Empress. And we got the 9 of Pentacles. So the outside influences that are coming in are really impacting your ability to take care of yourself, to grow, to evolve. This could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be a Virgo. It could be a Libra. It could be a Leo. It could be a Aquarius. We got Death over here. It could be a Scorpio. We got the Hanged Man. It could be a Pisces. Could be a Cancer. We got the Fool. We got the High Priestess, could be and the Empress, could be a Taurus or a Virgo. But whatever this is, the love that is not, like it's an upside down kind of love. This is like conditional love. Whatever that is definitely hindering progress in your spiritual growth. It's progress in your growth period as an individual, and it is thwarting or stunting your financial resources, your entrepreneurship, your ability to create finances. It just seems like it seems to be all about just getting through the day. If I can just get through the day. So let's see what the Prince of Swords is. This could be promises that weren't kept. Things just seem to be turned upside down. Communication that are, you know, words that were spoken were not followed through. So we got the Hermit. We got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Again, things are not moving forward. And we have the King of Wands in reverse. There's no follow through here. There's no follow through. So there just seems to be kind of like nothing's happening. Everything's hidden. Like nothing is coming out that was supposed to come out that said was going to come out. It's not even moving. Like the expectations have just been dropped. There's no more expectations here because it just is not going the way that it was supposed to go or working the way that it was supposed to work. It just feels like flatlined, right? Just done. Like just, there's just nothing. There's just nothing. It's nothingness. And these are the next steps to take a really, really deep look at that, Hermit. Really take a deep look at that. Not in understanding it from the perspective of another person, understanding it from the impact that it has on you. And why, how did that enter your life? What are your responsibilities here in this? Where is that? Ten of Wands, taking responsibility in this. What is the responsibility here? What is your responsibility? How did you contribute to this? That's not shame. That's not supposed to be shame. Nor is it supposed to be guilt. It's supposed to be, this is how you learn about who you are. And it gives you the tools to be able to change that aspect, transform that aspect. So let's find out what this Eight of Swords is. This is, you know, the what ifs, not feeling good enough, feeling like you missed the bar, feeling like you didn't make it, feeling like you're not enough. Because if you're really doing true introspection and you're attending to your own garden and you're attending to your own self-actualization, this Eight of Swords will come up for a reason, to show you that you haven't missed anything. It's about those feelings, innate feelings inside of you that need to be transformed. Yeah, the world. They need to be transformed. It's time for change here. And it seems like you've got a lot of major arcana here, which means those are the, you know, the Hermit, the World, the you got the Hermit twice, Justice, High Priestess, Empress. That means really taking a look, because now it's kind of like things have shifted into the hands of the universe, where it will be that sure footing will be removed. You're in the void. You're in the void. This is a time, this is like being in the womb. It's a time to rest and be nourished. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be open. It's okay to be fragile right now, and it's okay to be where was my other word? Vulnerable and humble. It's okay. It's part of life. Those are all part of feelings that we all go through in life. So in the extended, I'm going to look at Leo. I'm going to look at Aquarius. I'm going to look at Libra. I'm going to look at Taurus, Cancer, Aquarius again, Virgo, Scorpio, it's Taurus and Virgo again, Hermit, and World. A lot of Aquarius coming through. So I'll look at those in the extended, and as well as getting actions and advice for you. And for the rest of you that are not going on, let's get a message to you of higher guidance. This is from Colette Baron Reed, the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. And you got listening. An open heart will hear the message. When this card appears, you're being reminded that there is a time to speak and a time to be silent. Now is an occasion for listening. Pay attention not only to what is being spoken, but also to what is not being said. For the deeper message is not always obvious. Listen with your heart, not just your ears, to find the clarity. Receiving the listening card is a good sign and ensures greater understanding of your circumstances. If you are feeling that you're not being heard and perhaps your needs aren't valid, then your song will go unsung. Now is the time to bring your message to yourself. Speak to yourself. It's time for your voice to resound throughout the sphere of your body. This is the moment to say what you really mean. Listening has another meaning too. It also asks if you're refusing to listen when you're being given messages that are very clear. You might be preferring to hear what you want to be heard instead of what is actually being said. This card can also bring freedom if you heed its advice. It's time to get out of denial. This card will bring you freedom if you heed its advice. And so I'm sorry, my friends, my computer froze up again. So for those of you going on, the link is below. And for those of you that are not going on, may the peace that passes all understanding envelope the essence of your being. Bye-bye.